Dear Colonel Y.E.W, I like to speak about the declaration of war coming to a city near you. Listen, our enemy is confidently winning battles using the oldest tricks in the book. Divide and conquer, drug and gun infiltration, and instead of spotting us with red coats, lime green shoes. You see, our troops are used to the fighting, but not fighting for a cause. Where's the entertainment in that, they say? Hold up, wait, pause, for a moment of silence. Okay, now, where's the sexual innuendos, the backstabbing, the bitch slap? Realize they're not afraid of death because they anticipate the stats to be facts. And since living and lacking ain't really living, Jack, survival mode kicks in and they can't care who had their back. And we can't lead an army unaware to which allegiance they pledge. Let's take a step back before getting too close to the edge. You see, our enemy only fears us because they know of our power, but not the limit. They look at you and see us moving up the ladder at the speed of a bullet. They notice your lyrical cadence, seeping courage and wisdom into cast iron helmets. Your implicitly explicit instructions prove a guide through all too familiar elements. And that's why so many times I find myself thanking God for you. Then I realize that I'm just thanking you for being the clue. 6 God, I get it. There's a God in me too. Everyone deserves life, liberty, and pursuit of the truth. Teach them God is the universe, not some blue-eyed white dude. God is the trees, the clouds, the sun, and the moon. From the apes to the zebras and the whole zoo. Teach them God is you, and even you. Boundaries be landmines, I still overstep them, risking this blowing up in my face. But Colonel Y.E.W, might I suggest an alternative route so that no war has to take place? In my line of work, I'm always on the front lines. My city just made it out of international headlines. We may have reached the finale of the scandal, but we've exposed ourselves to be weak. If we declare war now, we'll be trying to save Private Ryan at Omaha Beach. One thing I've learned, you can be a millionaire with a catchy flair, but to get these kids' attention, you consider their culture as you show that you care. They need to know the truth, that there are certain human liberties and resources they may never get to use, that even laws intended to protect will hurt, and the people who are supposed to love you might sell you a nightmare and call it a dream, darkening life's hues. Now that's what I call child abuse. As unfair, unethical, and inhumane as things are, hey, it's always house rules. Yeah, I know we live here, but we've been like a stepchild since they brought us across the pool. We can't hate the corporate and political players. We can only hate the game. Or be a part of the system that makes the rules, then you change them, and then you change the way we play. So, Colonel, come out to meet the Jaguars and tell them your story. How you made it through the ranks without ending up on mooring. Sort of. How you take self-inventory of your woman and your glory, leaving the bad things behind. That every little thing doesn't have to create drama, because the best retaliation is to do right and collect your good karma. Address your troops with a stern excitement that life can be exactly how they imagine it. By believing that you could, you're now transforming into all that you can be. End with, the world will know what we did here. Just stand with me. Then you can teach. They can learn to trust their gifts, perfect their talents, expand their knowledge, and work hard for the Franklins. I mean, grind hard to increase our rankings. Then they'll have to treat us right? If we show them that our kids do, can, and will abide by the law, won't they stop shooting and killing them off? If we keep our faces in the Hall of Fame, make them cheer for us so that they learn our names. If we wipe necessity to give birth to more inventions, and how about we make them sweep up the pieces of countless records broken and then super glue the super ones and dip them in platinum and diamonds? You see, like Anne Frank and Michael Jackson, I too believe that people are good at heart. So surely even our opposition can agree that going too far is never far enough in the right direction. Time to initiate fork in the road reconstruction. Once we are unified as one unit with one goal, then we can form treaties with other underrepresented people. Finally, everyone can stop having panic attacks. Drake for president of the free world, moving into the year of the blackjack. You'll have President Obama and Bush patting your back. And on that day, we will pound the drums of peace and sound the trumpets of triumph. You convince them to give us a fighting chance. Our true American Idol. And again, that's why I always find myself thanking God for you. Then I realize I'm just thanking you for being the clue. 6 God, I get it. There is a God in me too. Everyone deserves life, liberty, in pursuit of the truth. Teach them God is infinite, and no matter what you go through, trust that the greatest person in this world is you. You see, what I love about you is that you never stopped trying to save our kind. You kept inspiring our kids to more than survive. You prescribed a natural supplement to thrive. This suggested strategy may not save the world, but it should buy us more time. And might I add my apologies for being late, but better late than never mind. In the meantime, continue the good work, Colonel Y.E.W. All our culture ever needed was a few good men, like you. With deep admiration, Admiral you. You're every woman. Salute. P.S. Meek Mills, stop the beef with Colonel Y.E.W. You'll never outrank him. As a matter of fact, didn't you just get out of basic training?